What up, y'all?
And welcome back to another episode of
Don't Do That.
Don't Do That.
Right here on Afeni Fridays.
On 16 TV. Now today, oh my goodness.
But before we start, smoke of the app.
Smoke of the app.
Yeah, he has a look for a reason. Rocket stick, grape soda. It is a indica dominant.
We need to smoke on
but
this app.
It leans a lot towards the indica part, but it offers obviously the hybrid state as well, because it is an indica hybrid, but leans more indica.
Face palm.
Okay, well, do you want to go heavy first? Do you want to do heavy first, or do you want to do a little light first? I'm gonna leave, and then I'll tell you what to do. Do you want to do heavy or light? I mean,
I want to let this one rip because
go ahead. Let it rip. Let it rip. Go.
Okay, so all right. So y'all probably wondering why I got this look on my face. Like, why is he like tripping? What story does 16 have that he is like? His face is like the whole time before I even.
It's insane.
Okay, peep the game. You work in fast food. It's frustrating.
My God.
It's busy. People are disrespectful. People want you to have octopus arms and you only have 2 hands. People want to change their order when they get to the window. It's all kinds of craziness, right? All kinds of craziness.
Man, I was a manager. It gets crazy.
Some employees come in, they work hard, they do their thing, they go home. Some employees come in, they on TikTok while they at work, they ducking and dodging customers, they not concentrating and staying focused, they're being a fifth wheel or the weakest link in the crew. And but long story short,
not really short, because
fatal stabbing at McDonald's in East Point, Michigan on 9 Mile in Macomb County. Here in Michigan, manager sends employee home. She had been sent home the day before. She was frustrated. She has TikToks and everything going across social media right now. You can look her up. Her name is Afeni Muhammad. She was sent home by the manager Jennifer Harris, mother of 6 kids, ages 5 to 20. She was sent home by Ms. Harris, and she goes home and she puts on a Deadshot mask. Shout out to Mindbender and Speed Trap, because that's what he wore in Speed Trap. She puts on a Deadshot mask, grabs a kitchen knife, comes back to work, walks in to where she's only identified by her hands. That's how her coworkers knew that it was her, because she had the mask on. She comes in and starts repeatedly stabbing Jennifer Harris to death in the drive-thru. Stabs her to death. A man that was in the drive-thru saw what was going on. He got his radio on or whatever. He listening to his music. He looks over into the drive-thru window. He sees blood flying everywhere. He sees a chick in there like she's Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, right? He takes his gun. He's got CPL, right? He takes his gun. He fires it in the air to try and break up the action. Nothing. This girl was focused. She kept going. One of the employees said there was no stopping her. She kept stabbing the woman. I don't know how many times she stabbed this woman. But the woman died. The lady, after she heard the shot, Afeni runs out of the store. The man in the truck gets out of his vehicle and chases Afeni down and holds Afeni at gunpoint until the authorities arrive. It's not that deep. Okay, so you see some of her TikToks, and she's on TikToks talking about how, she's got stuff she's got to take care of. The manager's a bully, keeps sending her home. She's there on her day off trying to make up hours, and she still got sent home. And she's gonna pay for all this bullying. It's gonna come back on her. And I guess so. If you're gonna come into the building and stab her, so oh man. This is crazy.
It is a crazy situation.
Crazy. She is 26 years old. 26 years old, and I actually saw some of the court footage as well. She will go back to court on July 23rd, which, in my brain is 2 days before Fantastic Four releases. So she'll go back to jail. She'll go back to court on the 23rd of this month, and her bail. $25 million. Yep. $25 million. Can you believe it, bro? Wow. Wow.
I mean, don't get me wrong, coming from fast food, being a manager on top of it, just working in general. I've worked fast food for most of my life, whether it was Burger King, whether it was Olympic Broil. I've worked at Olympic Broil, whether or not it was just restaurants in general. It gets crazy, period. And I get it.
Arby's, Burger King, is, though, KFC.
It's never... I understand we have things to do, but if a job is that overwhelming for you, it's not a job for you. It's not. And fast food is no longer fast no more. So that is something that y'all gonna have to get used to not calling it, because it's not fast food.
It's convenient.
It's only convenient for you because you don't want to cook, or you don't have time,
or you don't know how.
And yeah,
that's a lot of people now.
A lot of people don't know because it just wasn't taught. Things like that have fallen off so long ago. But it's never to the point where you should think that it's okay to take somebody's life over. And
just go home.
The thing is, though, is what was told by other employees, her own kids, stuff like that. This woman was not a bully. She was loved by all of her employees. Not loved, that's a strong word. Liked by all of her employees. And
oh man, I mean,
people
the reason that she was a single mother with 6 kids is the father got into a bit of trouble and he's locked up. So now the eldest child,
20-year-old child,
is only 20.
Has to take care of all them siblings, 5 siblings by herself.
Yeah.
Basically.
And it is crazy when you lose a parent and you're at an age where, you're an adult, but you're not fully prepared for that on top of the weight of having to get the arrangements together for your mother and the emotional strain and everything. It's just a real bad, dude. This is bad. This is really bad. So,
but what is funny though? Not funny, haha, but funny as in how come we are seeing the fact that this young lady, her trial, her everything, all this is going along so fast.
We are literally.
This happened yesterday?
This happened on July 10th. This right now is July 11th.
This happened 24 hours ago.
Yeah. This happened at 8 a.m. in East Point, Michigan, Macomb County, 9 Mile, here in Michigan. 8 a.m. So she was working the 6 to 2 whatever shift, and then something happens.
But the thing is, though, is home in the first couple hours. They're getting her through court.
Getting her through court like that. We watched the court proceedings today.
Like this, but yet we can't seem to get court proceedings like this for police officers. Like, you know, people like Robert Brooks.
Yeah.
We have to still wait for July 8th and 18th and 19th in August to figure out whether or not they're going to take the plea deals, which they're not. They've already tried to get the court dealings and then all the charges dismissed. How come the proceedings aren't going fast for a man that was blatantly murdered by police?
They find evidence for who they want to find.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm looking at you, Epstein files.
And we still waiting on those, bro. Okay,
yeah, that's crazy too.
All right. So, how you
gonna say they sitting on your desk and then a week later say there are no files? Things that make you say,
Okay, guys, let me think. Go ahead. This man, by the name of Germaine Thomas, his parents, he was born in 1986. Okay. U.S. military base at a hospital, but it was in Frankfurt, Germany. But born on military bases, U.S. military base, right? But in Germany, Frankfurt, Germany.
Okay.
Right? To a Kenyan mother and a U.S. citizen father who was here for over a decade in the Army. Okay. Now, they had came here when he was 3 years old. Right? But there was no question of whether or not he was a U.S. citizen or not, because he was born on a U.S. base.
Right.
A U.S. military base. Apparently, his father was not here for 9 years or something. I can't remember how they had worded it, but there was never a question on whether or not he was an American citizen. Your family fought in wars for the United States of freaking America. Or should we say America and pronounce it correctly? Because his father is, where was it at? His mother is Jamaican or a Kenyan mother and a U.S. citizen father. He is now in Kingston, and he's homeless. He was detained by ICE, sent to Kingston. He is now homeless. He can't get shelter. He's not a citizen, so he can't get an ID. There's no, so he has been deported. My thing is when your family, your parents have fought for this country. You were born. I don't care if it was here or if it was on a U.S. military base. That is U.S. owned, basically, because we seem to plant our asses everywhere anyways. But since he's not the right complexion, he was not considered a U.S. citizen. So now he is not a German. He's not German. He's not considered, and he was born in Germany, right? But he's not considered a German citizen. He's not a U.S. citizen. He's not a Jamaican citizen.
So what is he?
So what is he? His family fought wars. He's lived here because his father was here for only 9 years or something like that. Before citizens shouldn't have mattered. But because he's not white, Caucasian, hasn't bent over right for you, he's not considered an American citizen. So we deport him. We deport people who have fought our wars. Because this is not a first time that this has happened. Again, I'll sit here and I'll talk about it on my platform all I want. I'll give you the information. It is your job to do the research.
Is it really like,
if you question it,
is it really like they grab people and use them to help them build stuff, to create stuff, to be there as a workforce, to help raise children and keep homes clean? And then once they've outlived their usefulness, it's time to deport them.
I think
once
sad.
We're enjoying everything that they've helped us build, now it's time to send them back. You realize that's how y'all sound, right?
Yeah.
You realize that's how you sound.
It's that deep. You can send me with them.
Right? So then he drops on y'all. I'm talking about Donnie Two Dolls, by the way.
Donnie Taco.
Bless you, Donnie Taco.
Thank you.
Then he drops not only the birthright citizenship bomb. Okay, not only does he drop that, but and I just getting off of that. The reporter that asked him if he would self-deport. Wow.
Thank you.
That
was genius, my love.
Genius. Oh, America's only for Americans. Well, sir, since you're the the offspring of German, and are you going to be
Swedish? Swedish?
Are you going
Scottish,
to be self-deporting since you're the child of immigrants? Are you going to be self-deporting? That's a horrible question, and you're not really a good reporter for asking that question, even though it's a good question. You didn't see that coming? You didn't see that coming? That was my best quick sell. I'm saying, bro, what the hell? He is a special kind of stupid. And people on Threads, I dropped a picture of Donnie Two Dolls, and everyone says that the picture is doctored and that the picture is of his daughter. And,
okay, yeah.
And blah, 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 blah. But for those people who belong to the group, if you belong to our Don't Do That Facebook group on Facebook, if you don't join the group, just
you got
mind your manners. You will see the picture, or you can follow me on Threads, Mr. Superhero Swag. You'll see the picture. And the MAGAs, they swarmed me like I was wearing a honey two-piece suit. They swarmed me. Oh my God.
But it's also, thinking, okay, granted,
this is what we voted for. We're getting what we want. It's our America. And the thing stop watching the news.
The thing is like this. Even if it was a bit photoshopped, okay, I'm going to say it like this. Even if it was a bit, but why would it surprise anybody coming from a man who sat there and said if his daughter wasn't his daughter, he'd sleep or date her or anything that's unfathomable that a father should be saying about his daughter.
And that sound like something that a father, a well-adjusted man, would say about his child?
No. Anyways, okay, let me go ahead and get to this. So, as always, we are going to get to
the meat and potatoes.
The meat and potatoes.
Yeah. Let's go.
So, all right. George Robinson happened on January 13th, 2019. 62-year-old black man died 2 days after a violent arrest by three black police officers in Jackson, Mississippi.
Wow.
According to a grand jury indictment, the officers pulled Robinson out of a car, threw him headfirst into the pavement, and struck and kicked him multiple times in the head and chest. Robinson was treated at the scene, but within hours lost consciousness and later died at a hospital. The state coroner ruled his death as a homicide after an internal Jackson Police Department investigation cleared the officers of wrongdoing. One of the officers continued working for the Jackson Police Department, and the other two were hired by a police department in a nearby town. Following George Floyd protests a year later, as well as a lengthy grand jury review, all three officers were indicted for second-degree murder on August 5th, 2020. According to prosecutors on January 13th, 2019, Barney, Lampley, and Fox were canvassing in a predominantly black neighborhood in Jackson, Mississippi, where it looked as if you could be trusted. Looking for suspects in a fatal robbery of a pastor hours earlier. The officers saw Robinson sitting in his car in front of his house and approached him because they thought they had seen him dealing drugs earlier. They ordered him to exit his vehicle, but Robinson, a stroke victim, was slow to comply. According to the indictment, the officers pulled Robinson from his car, threw him headfirst onto the pavement, and struck and kicked him multiple times in the head and chest. The responding ambulance treated Robinson at the scene and released him. The officers arrested Robinson on misdemeanor charges of failing to obey a police officer and resisting arrest before releasing him with instructions to appear at a future court date. Within hours, Robinson's girlfriend saw him losing consciousness and called for another ambulance. Robinson died at a hospital on January 15th. The state coroner ruled the death a homicide. The coroner's report, other medical reports stated that Robinson died from blunt force trauma to the head and bleeding from the brain, and that he had several broken ribs. The two other men were later arrested for the pastor's murder. The three officers were placed on paid administrative leave while the Jackson Police Department's Internal Affairs Division and the FBI investigated and were later reinstated. After the Jackson Police Department's Internal Affairs Division cleared the officers of wrongdoing and multiple agencies looked into the incident and advised that no criminal conduct occurred, Barney and Fox were hired by the police department of nearby Clinton, Mississippi, according to Clinton's mayor. Lampley continued to be employed by the Jackson Police Department. On August 5th, 2020, all three officers were indicted for second-degree murder. The three officers posted bond and were freed pending trial. Lampley was placed on desk duty by the Jackson Police Department, and Barney and Fox were assigned other duties at the Clinton Police Department. On May 2021, all charges against Barney and Lampley were dismissed in a rare directed verdict. The charges were dismissed with prejudice, an outcome welcomed by the Clinton Police Department. Robinson's family has filed a civil suit against the city, the three police officers, and the ambulance company that treated Robinson at the scene and released him. The civil suit was settled with no admission or finding of liability by the officers. On August 4th, 2022, Fox was found guilty of culpable negligence, manslaughter, and on August 17th, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Fox's conviction was overturned on January 30th, 2024, due to his attorney successfully arguing that there was insufficient credible evidence to convict Fox in Robinson's death.
One thing. How old was this man again?
62.
I know exactly what I want to say. I'm pausing for dramatic effect. 62 years old.
And a stroke victim, by the way. I mean, I'm just going to throw that out there for you.
62 years old and a stroke victim. They pull this man out of his vehicle, throw him on the ground on his head, and kick him multiple times.
And don't forget to please direct that here, so we make sure that it's more of a police problem.
What, Jackson, Mississippi?
No, that the officers were not white. It is a police issue as well.
That's what made me spit at the ground.
I'm sorry, but this is a very big problem.
These were brothers that did this.
It's become a norm, a teaching.
To an elder.
Please, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all know we don't be raised like that.
Our generation of kids.
Y'all know better.
If your children are going into the police force, please do not allow that force to corrupt them.
God.
Keep an eye on them. Watch them.
So you would do that to somebody's
Watch
grandpa?
for changes in your babies if they are doing this, because they need to be careful in a corrupt system that needs change from a younger generation.
You're going to always catch more heat from me, and you should, when it's black on black.
That's already an excuse that they give.
So
they already say that's the primary
elder
reason.
Too. Elder. 3 of y'all, elder in his 60s, a stroke victim. Y'all throwing him out the car. Y'all pulling him and throwing him on the ground. Pussy behavior. Straight pussy. I just smell it. It's rank too.
Rank of ratchet vagina.
It need a douche.
It needs more than a douche. It needs some antibiotics.
Man. You got
discharged. Some antibiotics, something.
You got discharged because
Vagisil or something.
That right there, man. For real. Enough yeast for a bakery. Like, dude.
Quarter pounder with cheese. All right, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for joining us again today. We'll see you again on Monday for Mad as Hell Monday. We'll see you later. Peace.